when I was getting targeted, one of the things that happened to me that I never realized was that I was simply stuck, lost in thought. But guess what? The thoughts that I was stuck in were about gang stalking. One of the things that was told to me a lot in gang stalking was to shut up. Just like that, like coworkers at the O'Reilly Auto Parts in Imperial Beach. Like coworkers literally told me to shut up. At the gym, dude. Like I was told to shut up at the gym, you know? And like there's like loud music at the gym. And there were times where I would just be like moving like that, just walking around. And literally someone would walk by and be like, shut up, you know? So one of the things that you need to understand is that the purpose of that is to keep you quiet thinking about gang stalking. And if you're listening to music and you start to sing along, you stop thinking about gang stalking. All of this had an effect though, like a really interesting effect. So this happened when I was hearing voices. So, you know, like if someone tells you to shut up when you're singing, your mind kind of builds this pattern. Like when you're alone and there's no one around and you start singing, the memory of someone telling you to shut up is gonna come up. Like memories are triggered by similar situations. So this is something that I experienced. And when you're hearing voices, if someone tells you to shut up when you're singing, when there's no one around and you start singing, your mind is gonna do the sound, shut up, whenever you start singing. Like that was the craziest thing. Like there was times where like I would just be singing and my mind would literally just replay the voice. Shut up, shut up. It was crazy. Like at the time I felt, you know, like my mind was telling me to shut up. But in reality, it was just because the situational memory was activated to play in my mind's eye whenever I would sing. Because whenever it was that I would be singing, I would be told to shut up. This is also effective when gang stalkers are acting like if they're gross at you, when they're like, ew. You know, there were times where I would just like walk at the gym, you know, and I would literally see people like around me just go, ew. I don't know why. Well, because they're Chihuahua gang stalkers. So like there were times where like I would just be walking at the gym and then my mind would play that ew, ew, ew. It would just be played in my head, you know. So like if you don't understand how your memory actually take part in gang stalking, if you lack understanding of the structure of your mind, you are going to inevitably feel that you're gross. Because if you have a lot of people saying ill and you have this at the point where it's so much that you start hearing voices, the voices are gonna be the memories, the auditory aspect of the memories of when people went ill when you were just walking. So like it would feel to the target. Like if you have people saying ill, or like if you have your mind telling you ill, same thing with shut up. So like every time that I would be like singing or even talking, dude, like by myself in my car, like I would hear a voice that would tell me shut up. But I knew exactly where the voice coming from. However, I couldn't help it but to feel like my own mind was harassing me. In gang stalking, the more you understand about how your mind works, the less of an impact gang stalking is actually going to have on you. You have to understand that memories have a lot of formats. There is auditory memories, there is memories that have the image, there's the memories that have the little movie, and there's the movies, and there's the memories where you feel a sensation, and there's even memories of thought where you remember something that you thought before. So like memory has a lot of different formats, and when you are targeted, there will be a time where the memories will actually be transformed into voices. Almost like there is this confusion of neurons. I don't know the technicality of it, but I do know that when I was getting targeted and I was told to shut up, every time I would just be like singing along at the gym, my mind would replay the memory of someone telling me to shut up. It was insane. Like, this is a short video, but I never really talked about this experience, nor I ever explained this aspect of my experience of gang stalking. Subscribe if you haven't. My name is Efra Rodriguez, and I was gang stalked for 7 years. Gang stalking is a form of harassment that is done to people in order to turn people crazy. Gang stalking is really effective. It makes people have persecutory beliefs. It makes people believe that they're being attacked by the FBI. It makes people hear voices, it makes people hear things. Gang stalking is wildly effective. I've experienced it. I have the persecutory beliefs, I heard the voices, I felt the sensations. For a little bit, I thought my computer was getting hacked. I believed a lot of really insane things, but that wasn't because I have any mental issues. I'm actually one of the most stable people that you're gonna possibly ever meet. However, my lack of understanding of gang stalking initially was what didn't allow me to see the truth. That people can be made crazy via the particular methods that I talk about in this channel. Show me your support with a like, and if a friend of yours accused you of stalking them or following them, share my content with them, because there is a possibility that your friend can be gang stalked. If you're a target, I recommend for you to turn on notifications, because my goal is to help you understand gang stalking to the point where you are able to live your best life even when you're getting gang stalked. I want to share all my gang stalking experiences with you in order to prevent you from suffering unnecessarily. Additionally, I have been a personal trainer for 10 years, and right now we are 10 weeks in our program or our project of getting fit AF, where I show you everything that I eat, everything that I do, so that you have an idea of how much work it actually takes for someone to get abs. I am a fitness professional, and I have done that a lot of times. So subscribe if that interests you. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Bye.